Hey guys, I'm back again for another Star Wars figure review, and now we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars The Last Jedi basic toy line, Rey, Island Journey version. Now this one I was dying to pick up, and yeah, it was last minute. Now it feels like 2 years already. Anyways, before I get to reviewing this figure, let's go over the package first. So the package, as usual, we get the usual logo for Last Jedi. Star Wars, the red version, character picture of Rey, Daisy Ridley, and Rey, Island Journey, Disney, Hasbro logos, Force Link, the first version, because now we're on the Force Link 2.0, which is the line for Solo, which is golden and much different. And as we flip over to the back, oh yeah, right, I don't understand this dang thing, but yeah, this sticker's gonna get in the way. So it just shows you, it's supposed to be a bio here, figures sold separately, a demonstration about the Force Link, Rey, on the character's hand. There's the Force Link connector with Kylo Ren, which is also a separate playset, and also all this other stuff, the choking hazard in different languages, Disney Hasbro logo, and that's basically it. So yeah, that's all for that package now. Let's go ahead and get ready to review the figure. Here's a close-up for her likeness, and I took off the cloak because, again, it was kind of getting in the way, obviously, and it was a little bit too bulky. Not to mention the hole is a little bit tight, so if I try to remove it, I had to be careful because, again, her hair tends to get in the way. But, yet again, aside from that, I do like the likeness of this figure, but it's not as good as the previous Rey figure that I reviewed, but it's mainly just because of the eyes. The eyes are the problem. The facial detail, like from here. Yeah, from here it looks great. From here, it's kind of sloppy. It's just that eye over here is a little sloppy, but aside from that, it's a pretty good head sculpt of Daisy Ridley, so nothing else to worry about there. Also, she got the neat hair detail. There's also some tiny little snippets of hair going down. It's like popping out, so it looks really nice. And she's sporting her outfit that she had for the Resistance, and it's much in a different paint job. So this is like, you must think that this may be a repaint or repack of the Force Awakens Rey, which I will get out in just a sec. Wait for her to stand up. Okay, there we go. So here's the other Rey figure alongside, from the Force Awakens, which is also re-released in the Last Jedi set and just a box set of other figures. Now, there are different. They're the same sculpt, at least. I guess they were, but they're sporting different paint jobs. But I will say the Last Jedi variation is much more better than the Force Awakens one, because the Force Awakens one has a little bit more brighter colors, and they don't really particularly match well as you say with the this variant, which is much more accurate in my opinion. And also the arms, the elbows are more of a swivel joint, while the original ones doesn't have a swivel joint on the arms. So I really thought it was a nice touch that you got swivel arms for the actual figure. Both figures are the same though, except head sculpts are different, arms are different, and the paint job is different. So there goes your comparison. And not to mention, I also like the detailing they put on this characters. Oh, just gotta be careful with the standing issue. Anyways, like I said, I like the detailing they packed in this figure. Also, I think the jacket has a little bit more texturing going on than the original. The original has this, well, just regular rubber, characteristic looking jacket. I mean, vest. Well, yeah. That's basically the look of the vest on the original version. But this one has a little bit more texturing, if you can see it on the video. Has much better texture than the original variation. And there's the backside packing that detail. It's gonna keep falling because the legs are on this leaning position. I have no idea why. There's her pistol and the holster, which works in pretty well. And there's no knee articulation, so that's kind of like, well, that's to be expected. This is a basic figure. There's the Force Link logo on the bottom right there. And yeah, that's basically it all over the place. So that's it for this overview. She's looking pretty sweet. The only problem I kind of have with this is basically the legs are kind of in that position where she's leaning forward. It's not like this one, where her legs are like standing up in this position. You can see they look the same, but I think it's probably because of the way they're balanced in. I guess it may be a balance issue, or I'm not sure. But again, I think the original has better stability than this one, but this one still stands up on its own. And obviously the paint job on the Last Jedi version is better, so let's get that one out the way. And also, let's go over compare it with the Jedi Training Rey, which is, I believe, much better. I mean, the only problem I had with this one is that it could not sit down. There was no way for her to sit down. But she's still a nice figure with all this incredible detail and everything. The likeness to Daisy Ridley is much better on this figure than on the Island Journey Rey, which it's still good, but it's just that the eyes are not painted so well. This one is painted so dang well, in my opinion. So I really like the detailing they added on this figure more. But it's also another thing. It's also a shame that you can't swap heads with this one and this one. Again, like I said, I'll just have to. Okay, there we go. We can't swap heads with this one. I was hoping for that to happen because again, it's the same as this one, and that's another thing you have to keep out for. The head joints on here is much different than the one on this one. So this is the only one with the smaller head joint, the smaller ball hinge, while these two figures have equal ball hinge. So this one can interchange with Last Jedi. I mean, Force Awakens Rey a lot better. So. Not to mention, if you still had to pick up the set from Last Jedi or any of these figures, you could still find this and do the interchangeable head instead. So, yeah. But anyways, like, yeah, that's basically for this figure review. It's not that much to go over with. So, yeah, that's it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend picking this figure up, but I would also recommend also looking out for the eyes and making sure the detailing is completely good with you. I just got a little bit of a faulty one, but this one looks okay. So, yeah, that's it for this figure review. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.